Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another live broadcast of the Under the Lights Racing League Cup Series. Um, Today is our Cup Series broadcast of from Martinsville Motor Speedway. Um, Short track here on the schedule. Unfortunately, we have to start our broadcast here with some very unfortunate news here for the league. Um, at least for me and for a lot of other people, just recently got broken to. Um, uh, as of, I believe, no, as beknownst to us at least today, I think today, yes. Um, one of our Xfinity drivers, longtime veteran of our series, NFS Demon, number 9, um, has unfortunately passed away. He was away for some time to get work done on him, and unfortunately, he is no longer with us anymore. Uh, Greg Miller was his name. Um, was at least told to me he was 29 years old. His birthday was coming up, and I never got the chance to know him on the level that a lot of these drivers got to know him. I know a lot of these drivers here had raced with him for a long time, and he meant a great deal to them. And they're all shattered right now. And it is an unbelievable heartbreak for us here at UTLR and for his family, unfortunately. A GoFundMe in his honor is going to be set up by the league to help his wife, Caitlin, with the necessities of, life. And we will make that information available for all of you at home in case you wish to contribute. And in honor for Greg in the Xfinity series, and I believe all other series, out of respect, we're going to be retiring his number 98 across all series in remembrance. You know, I don't really think it's fair, man. God, a man has to go through that. And cancer just sucks, dude. And, you know, just have to wait till this is done. Yeah. But Demon was loved by many, and we're all going to miss him. But, life isn't always a guarantee, and stuff can derail that just as easy as it can give, it can take from us, and unfortunately, it's taken a great deal from us. And you know, it's hard for me to find words that can kind of put in how we all feel. I'm only 17 years old. Like, I can't find the level of closeness and the amount of life that his friends and family had with him, and it's going to be felt by all of our drivers and everyone that knew him. That's for sure. So, hearts go out to Greg Miller, aka NFS Demon 9. He will be missed. Well, we will be doing a 3 wide salute on the first laps of the race in honor of our fallen driver. Um, yeah. This is not exactly a fun way to open up the stream now. I guess I'll just get into driver lineups. Okay. So tonight's race is 131.5 mile. It's a 250 lap race with 19 entrants into the field tonight. Mole in the 24 is on pole, but Tomato second, Flash Champs third, LRS fourth, One Bad fifth, Loadbroke sixth, Hack seventh, Crimson Sniper eighth, SP ninth, Kenny 10th, our Project 27 driver Meso 11th, Deport 12th, Storm 13th, our Denny 14th, High Road 15th, Drake 16th, our Pluto 17th, Brad Ranger 18th, and Hunter will be rounding out the field in 19th. Yeah. I don't really feel like talking as much right now. There's not exactly much for me else to say. It's going to be an interesting race, that's for sure. Obviously, it's going to be a longer one, and especially at a track like Martinsville, where a lot of close quarter beating and banging. It's probably going to generate some crazy moments, and yeah. Shifting from what we were able to test last night does not appear to be as effective here, so I would not be expecting a lot of shifting done throughout this race. And as always, if you want to go and get a live onboard camera of a driver for this race, UTLR_storm, he should be live in a little bit, but he will be bringing coverage for us. And I believe he's the only person that's going to be bringing coverage. I'm sure the drivers are being briefed right now, going over meetings. The lobby will probably be set up in a little bit. Yeah. I'm going to step away for a second. I'll be back shortly. Okay, we are back here. Did I get an invitation? Yeah, no. Storm's informed to me that we'll be going green on lap number 5 of the race. So we'll have a few pace laps for remembrance. As far as Martinsville, historically for UTLR, this place has been dominated by one man alone. Mole, who's our pole sitter in the 24, has dominated Martinsville. Actually, in every race that we've ran, barring one, Mole has won every single time we've come here. Which I don't know how that's possible, but he just keeps finding ways to win here. And he's going to be a favorite tonight, obviously leading the field to green. And, well, Tomato's back. He's in second, and he's very hungry. He can seemingly be... He's looking to be the one that upsets Mole's plans of victory tonight. And, yeah, I'll be getting the lobby up shortly for the race. And a massive shout out to the Xbox One esports racing community for their continued support of UTLR. They're a bunch of great folk over there, and we thank them for everything they've done for us. Okay, then. Well, coming up around UTLR, league-wise, tomorrow is the Xfinity Series, which will be at Road America for exciting action of road course racing. And then on Friday, we will have the UTLR podcast at 9 p.m. Eastern, where Storm, SP, LRS, and Hunter will all have the booth there, and I believe they're going to be joined by D-Port this week, if I heard correctly. But that should be a very fun podcast, and so you should all tune into that. And then as far as next week goes, the truck series will be at Dover for some, I guess, kind of short track action. They'll be at Dover. The Xfinity Series will be at Daytona next Thursday. And next week for the Cup Series, we will be at Phoenix. So a bunch of very fun tracks for all three series. And should be a lot of fun. I'm trying to take a look at the point standings really quickly because I know I haven't really gone over them as much. Seeing as though we are now how many races in? It doesn't exactly say how many starts we have. Oh yeah, so this will be the 10th race of the regular season for us, obviously. But this, we're through 9 races, and right now Mole in the Hole leads the point standings, followed by Tomato, and then SP Flash Champ. The Project 27 shared ride is 5th, but they will not be credited for the playoffs. Irate Pluto 6th, One Bad 7th, LRS 8th, Hack 9th, Load Broke 10th, Storm 11th, Brad Ranger 12th, Drake 13th, Kenny 14th, Sniper 15th. We'll just leave it there for the top 15. The playoffs, the top 12 get in, so right now it's a very close fight for that final spot. Yeah, it's separated by about 13 from 12th through 15, and that's not even including who's above the cut line right now. But seeing as though everyone should be moved up, it looks like Drake is the last man in right now. And it's crazy because, well, at least for people that have made every race, they have completed 1,273 laps so far this season, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of a crazy stat we have Who has the best average finish? We're just kind of looking through stats right now. Mole has the best average finish with 3.89. Mole also has the most stage wins with 8. He is tied for the most wins with 3 on this season, tied with the Project 27 car. Let's see. Can I do Xfinity? Yeah, it doesn't really matter because we're going to be joining into the lobby here right now. As you can see, 250 laps. Stages are on. Wear is on 2 times. Black flags, I believe, are on. And cautions, all cautions at least, will be called from the booth. Deport, I don't actually know if you're on. I just heard it. Apparently Deport's not. I don't know. If Deport didn't know, then, well, I don't know. So, yeah. We'll just go from there. Do I have anyone to broadcast from? Yes. I do appreciate everyone sending me invites. That is very nice. And I'm on a new Series X, so hopefully, I don't know if it like translates over, but I hope it does look a little nicer. I'd really hope for that to be better for you guys. Sorry for sniffling a lot. Got a little worked up earlier. I'm not used to this wait time. Alright. Things should be looking a lot smoother though. This looks nice, but we're not going to be getting into their form right now. It'll be 7-3 wide, and well, they'll do this lap in honor of our fallen friend of Greg Miller, NFS Demon. Just as a way of saying thank you for everything and all that you meant to everyone that was surrounding you and your beautiful life. So, yeah, we'll just ride this lap out in silence. Well, a tremendous showing there from all their drivers. As I believe we will be going next time by, as drivers just take a little bit to get reorganized. Such a short track, not very much space. So we'll go next time by for some information to storm across the line. But when they take the green flag next lap, it will be a 60-lap stage. I do believe they will be good on fuel. Tires are going to be questionable tonight. It appears as though wear is going to be a big factor, and cars are going to start to slide a lot. But as well as that, It drives a lot different than the 2020 cars, so it should make for an exciting night of racing. So they'll go at the start-finish line, but here at Martinsville for race number 10 of the UTLR Cup Series season, as we take the green flag, we are underway here from Martinsville. And already see right off the bat, people really testing the limits of their braking going into turn 1. There's contact off in the back between Sniper and Hack as they race down to 3. Mole still maintains the lead from Tomato, who didn't really get a good launch into turn number 1. Well, I guess technically lap number 6, it's Mole up in the lead. Oh, and you see Hunter's gone around on the front straightaway. Again, all bent out of shape, and you see a lot of drivers up into the outside wall. Real traffic jam here down the back straightaway. You see off of turn 4, there are a lot of drivers kind of like sliding a bit. Underneath, one bad goes for LRS. Looking for the 4th place position. Really hugging on the curb. And I do believe that outside lane, you're going to be seeing a lot more people, not purposely try and run, but they're able to kind of still fight. Obviously, LRS did get a little bit out of line right there. A little bit of contact with the outside wall. Hack came back up into LRS, and he's going to lose a bunch of positions. Oh, and there's, what in the Brad Ranger's around? He was a lap car, so he's going to fall quite a ways down the order. Or you see the chaos is kicking off here from Martinsville. Yeah, a lot of drivers going into this weekend, they said there was going to be a crazy race, and they didn't have any idea of what to expect. A lot of people thinking that this would be probably the most chaotic race of the season. But a little more faith in that. As you can see, a lot of drivers are kind of struggling under braking going into the corners. One kind of belief that we were able to find out through testing on this track, and a lot of people through qualifying, is the fact that at least in these next-gen cars, you can brake really late. This is especially on road courses too, where you can go a lot deeper into the corners. And that's also really big around Martinsville. So these drivers are going to be sending it in a lot more deeper with less regard to missing the corner. But they're still going to be doing that anyways if they mess it up. So, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Battle for the lead is intensifying. Tomato has finally caught up to Mole, who has led every lap since the drop of the green flag. You can see, yeah, he's braking very late. He's driving it up the track, trying to arc it down, but that's allowing for Tomato to kind of try and roll the corner better on the bottom and maybe try and take a peek. Try and switch back here. These cars don't... Oh my goodness, that is Drake and Crimson Sniper across on the start-finish line, and that will bring out her first caution. Right as things were heating up. First caution of the night comes from the 12 and the 99. Pit road, I don't think is going to be open. I think they will have to do a few more pacing laps around Martinsville tonight, just because it is so short. So obviously it's going to be tough for officiating side of things. Brad Ranger gets his lap back after wrecking early on. So we look through the field. It is Mole, followed by Tomato, Flash Champs, One Bad, and SP. Followed by Hack and RS. As I was getting on to right before we got to the caution, is that these cars don't really handle all too well when you hit the curb. So when you see drivers, especially in turn 4, where people are going to be hitting that curb more, right where there's that little patch of asphalt, yeah, people are definitely going to be catching that and then spinning out. It's going to be a very dangerous spot on the track. 4 tires are definitely going to be much important, and now as I'm getting a chance to see the fuel load, it looks like they will be good to go for 72 laps at the max. 50 laps are remaining right now in the stage, or actually 49 now, as they've all crossed the start-finish line. The road being kind of interesting here around Martinsville. Obviously, it's on the curve. So definitely going to make for some interesting pit stops if we ever get to a green flag stop. Race, not race off pit road, but as they slowly exit pit road, it's going to be Mole maintaining the lead, and nothing else is really going to change. Oh, never mind. I forgot to check on the 44 and his varying pit strategies. Wombat will now be our leader. I think, as you can see, people are still exiting pit road. I think we're going to be going another lap around for choose. Yeah, it doesn't appear that way. Will we expect to see some single file restarts here? Possibly. I think, especially with the fact that we're not running in-game cautions, I think it's going to kind of lead to more prolonged green flag runs. And I like green flag runs, especially around Martinsville. You don't see them very often, but I would like to see some. It'd definitely be not a goal, but something I would like to see, because it builds up for some great strategy and eventually great racing. But right now, One Bad will be choosing at the line, and no question about it, he's going to the inside. Matter of where does everyone else go. Looks like the majority of everyone else is going to fall to the inside. And two things about the restarts here at Martinsville when we go manual. Number one, obviously the gearing is very quick. Well, I mean, same with the 2020 cars, but these gearings are very quick as well. And considering it's right off of turn number 4, yeah, it's definitely going to make for some interesting restarts, especially for the people in the back. And secondly, be careful about that outside lane, because especially through 1 and 2, that outside lane may shock a few people and may be able to get to the lead. That is, of course, if they are able to get off the line accordingly. As we get back green, tomatoes all over the curb as One Bad jumps out to a major lead. A big stack up here in the back. All drivers kind of bouncing off of the wall, and there goes Hunter across the field, and he's over and upside down, and it is a log jam here on the back straightaways. The caution is going to come out immediately. My goodness. Or, actually, okay, I think they have MGR on right now, so I don't, either they're going to do another lap around. Why is the high road jumping back up on track? That was weird. They should call the caution here, though, and they will. Just too big of a crash for there not to call the caution. At least right off the restart, they had to throw that. Yeah, it kind of exemplifies everything right and everything wrong about Martinsville Speedway. High Road will get his lap back. He was the only person that got lapped, but multiple cars with damage there in that incident. That's going to really help the 44 One Bad, who's going to be able to prolong his tires, try and save a bit more, and ultimately keep good track position, which at Martinsville, very similarly to real life, it's very tough to get around people, very tough to pass, and it's going to be okay, so that's been informed to me from Storm. So they'll always do one pace lap fully around the track and then come into the pits. And I think that'll go both ways. Going as far as choosing at the line and coming into pits. As it appears as though One Bad is one of the only people that came down pit road okay. That is not true. Everyone else that got damage is coming in, but One Bad Flash Champs in D-Port. Most notable people coming down pit road to get some fresh tires. So we are just eclipsing lap 23 of this stage. We will go green at lap 25. So, or lap 26. I don't know. It means we're either going to be going green with like 39 or 40 laps to go. It doesn't really make much of a difference. It's a 1 lap difference. Wow, there's a stack up. But with One Bad pitting there, it kind of shows what's going to be very tough, is that One Bad is going to have that tire advantage, but he's going to be so far back, and with how these restarts are going to play out tonight, just definitely getting up in the front with more crazier pit strategies are going to be the difference. And we're going to probably see that a lot tonight when it comes down to very crucial pit stops. It's a good start for Hack. I mean, through the cautions and the pit stops, he's running up inside of the top 5 right now, early on. And I don't think I really got to do justice here as they're coming to the coming to choose, but I didn't get to do justice for our Project 27 driver here in the field tonight of Mason Makla, or just Meso as I will call him. Meso, good friend of mine, and good friend of, I won't say good friend, but friend of some of the league members here. Definitely a great driver, good kid. Yeah, and I hope he just does a great job, man. Good luck, Meso, my man. I've known this man for years, and I can tell you, Ryan Newman is overrated. And he is going to hate that I say that. No, he's a Ryan Newman fan, and I like to talk smack about him. Anyways, it's going to be Mole leading the field back to green with Tomatoes. We're back underway from Martinsville. Let's see, down into turn 1, anything different. Brad Ranger overshoots the corner. Tomatoes going to get a good run off for second. Although SP is going to come back under fire here for second. What in the world did I just stumble upon? Was that 3 wide going to 3? It did appear that way. Ira Pluto is going to be the beneficiary of that as D-Port gets up in the wall. He's going to halt the process of Storm and Brad Ranger. Going down into turn number 1 is a... Wow, that is like 4 wide deep in the pack. My goodness, I think we're going to probably see another incident here in coming laps. But you see they're like 3 wide on the curb, just trying to fight for every position they can. It's a land rush. People up there hitting the wall. Just kind of like zooming back and forth just to see how it's going. High Road's clobbered the curb. Up into the pack. Or up into LRS, excuse me. Man, LRS is having the worst of this, man. He's getting bulldozed by both of the Bass Pro Shop cars, and Brad Ranger got loose off the corner. He's going to drop back a little ways, not before missing the corner and kind of derailing Drake's line. Side by side here for 7th. You see One Bad, who's actually just gotten off of pit road and just got chopped off by D-Port there. Able to keep it off the wall. But he's going to be looking to make some ground up on this in the early goings of this restart. He's already given Storm a little bit of a bump, trying to encourage him to get ahead of D-Port as quickly as he can. You can see how deep they're driving it in there. It's so deep that not even able to hold that apron. Storm already going to go defensive on that 44. Flash Champ's another one of those people that came down pit road, and well, looks like One Bad got some assistance when punching Storm up, or pushing Storm up the track. Looks like Storm wanted to go down to the inside, but Flash Champ's going to force it 3 wide. Drivers on the fresher tires are on the move. Try and take a look back at or fight for the lead, or should I say lack thereof, because Mole has checked out from the lead. So then we'll just head back here as D-Port's still stuck on this outside lane. And my goodness, when I say this is quite a fight, everyone's getting into each other, bumper and all. Mason got up to the fence. I think these guys are either, they just have damage, which, I mean, they probably have repaired it by now, or they just gone with a really tight setup to try and make sure that they don't get loose on the long runs, which obviously a little bit of an issue here once you get loose. Back here, Drake is going to get past Hunter. I'm gonna find one specific car. Well, this is the gap for between first and second. It's already almost a straightaway advantage. But it looks like One Bad and Flash Champs have finally caught up to 6. They're going to be trying to get around Crimson Sniper. One Bad wastes no time putting the bumper to Sniper there. Will he do it again? Probably not, since he's not close enough. But he's going to have the ability to launch off this corner. He rolls the corner a lot better than the 99 as well. Bit of a deep lunge there. Maybe a peak? Maybe not. Wow, the 7 is still fighting here with Storm and Meso. Meso completely overshoots the corner there, and that's going to actually open up the exit of the corner for him. He's going to be able to stay side by side with that 7, but ultimately he's just going to have to back out, just fall in line, just try and make another move again. Looks like One Bad and Flash are really struggling right now to get anything going on this 99. And, you know, I think this is kind of the thing with, like, short track racing, especially when league racing, is you don't want to put the bumper to them, but in the end, you're kind of going to have to. It's not, like, insanely crazy, or that can just happen where Crimson gets really tight and then washes up the track, gives them both position. But what I was going to say is eventually, in situations in this race, you're going to be seeing drivers like try and put the bumper to people, and honestly, there are ways of going about putting the bumper, but here's what I think, like, and I'll just have this so just in case how I feel later. If you put the bumper to someone going in 3 and 4, and they don't, as long as they don't wash up into like the outer bit of the track where the colors of the track change, as long as they stay in this gray area, but you put the bumper to them, move them up a lane, I think that's fair game. But if you, like, hit them there, and they go all the way out and then to the outskirts of the track, then I don't think it's fair anymore. As long as they stay, like, on the racing surface, then it's okay. And that is my unnecessary opinion on the matter. And Mola's already caught LRS here, to try and get his lap back, but I think I've just caught Mole at the point of a caution. It appears that way, as they are now going slowly on the backstretch, and can confirm caution has come out for the 3rd time tonight. I think just for future reference, the amount of cautions we've had, the biggest amount of cautions we've had in a race has been, say, around 15 in a race, and probably 20-ish at Darlington. I don't know. We had a lot at Darlington. Do I think we'll hit that kind of threshold here tonight? No. Usually, you're just trying to get all situated, and it'll get better as time goes on. And especially when in the second stage, you're going to be seeing a lot longer green flag runs. But this does open up the door for SP and Tomato and Hack and Ira Pluto to be able to kind of get closer to Mole, as Drake is going to be taking the wave around to get his lap back. I could not quite catch who the free pass car was. Don't think it was LRS, but it was probably the driver that was right behind them. Well, they're on pit road now, so it doesn't really matter. And they're coming to 20 laps to go here now. They'll probably restart with like 19 or 18 laps to go, so definitely going to be a very close end to the stage. And, you know, it kind of just shows how quickly laps fly by, because this is a 250 lap race, but we're already through like 50 of those. We're about to be through 50 of those, and yeah, kind of already a fifth of the way done. It does appear as though Hack has gone for a 2-tire pit stop, I believe. He will go ahead and take the lead from his Hendrick teammate. Pit road, or they will not be choosing this time. They'll go around one more time to choose. Does appear as though everyone else went and elected for the Ford tire pit stop. You're right, Heathen. They don't call it Moleville for no reason, as he is the GOAT. They have his face on a banner in the halls of this track because he is that good. Choosing at the line, though, will occur right now. Pack, the control car, of course, selects the inside line. The rest will follow up high, or at least Mole and SPR. It will go green this time by for a short sprint to the end of the stage. And I believe this is one of the few laps that Hack has led so far this season. I could be mistaken, but nonetheless, it's a good achievement for that 48 team. As through the gears they go, we are back underway here from Martinsville. It was a great launch for that 24 machine. Oh my goodness, the 42's just plowed into the 24. My goodness, and SP has fallen all the way back. I think he had some help from behind. But my goodness, Tomato tried to force that 3 wide into turn 3. That was never going to work, but still somehow forces his way through. And Tomato now becomes your race leader, but not for long, as here comes Mole down the inside. All the way down into the apron. He went 3 wide, and now he's still trying to defend that 17. Irie Pluto got up into the 48, and now sends it on the 48, completely driving him up the track. My goodness, it's been a landslide. Bumper. Everyone's just getting rear-ended in these opening laps. It's crazy. Look at that. Everyone's just gone completely up the track. One bad went around. I don't even know how that happened. LRS is in the wall, and that might spike a caution. Drake? No, LRS is around there. But that is only one car, so I guess we will stay green. And man, it's been quite an unfortunate start for that 43 machine. My goodness. This has been quite a bashful turn of events. Crimson Snipers running D-port up the track. I have noticed, though, like, completely unrelated, but everyone just keeps hitting the outside wall. And it's like, how? Why? I don't know. They will throw a caution for that spin between the 44 and the 43. And, well, I guess that isn't the last we will see from this stage. Oh, looks like Mole has quite a bit of a bump on the hood of his car. I do not think that will buff out. Well, maybe it might, but I'm not a mechanic, so I wouldn't know. Oh boy. I think I saw someone on pit road. Pit road will be open this time. Yes. I do believe it is. And it's just a lot of people are choosing not to go in. Except for maybe people in the back. Yeah, it looks like some people in the back are just going to dive down. A lot of people with damage. They will not be choosing this time around, though. They will go around the lap again. And then proceedingly go in elect which they would like to start in. Yap. So we are on lap number 54. When the leader hits the line next, we'll be at 10 to go, and then I think we'll be done with cautions, or at least manual cautions, for the remainder of the stage, as laps around here in less than 20 seconds. So I think it'd be I think that would be enough time. Or I guess they're electing to choose now? No, I guess not. It just went a little low, and I was like, oh, yo, they're choosing. Got excited.
So we will choose at lap 9 to go, and then we'll go green with 8 to go. I guess that's how it's going to work. A lot of people... I don't even know what pace speed is. Pace speed's like 40 miles an hour. I think Crimson Sniper just got in the back of Storm. Sure that wasn't fun. LRS there coming out of pit road, getting his lap back that should get, just because he was in there for damage. Caveat of having such a short track, they'll be choosing now at the line. And no surprise there, Mole's going to go to the inside. Who's going to be the first to the outside lane? It'll be Flash Chance. A lot of other drivers are electing to go to the inside, and I think that has a lot to do with the restart we just had. Seeing as though a lot of people missing their braking point, going really deep into the corner, deeper than they need to, and wiping out everyone in front of them. We will hope not to see that in this upcoming restart. Here it is. Okie dokie then. Well, Flash Champs and Mole will be leading the field back to green here. It's all going to be crucial if can that 18 get a good launch here off of turn number 4 as we head back to green. That outside lane can't get going, and Mole's going to jump out to a nice, pretty lead as we race into turn number 1 here. Just 8 laps to go remaining in the stage, and people are already driven up into the wall. The Bass Pro Shop drivers are all the way up the track. You can see to the back bumper, the 99 goes to the 9. Wow, that was coincidence. 7 laps to go now as they cross the line. Hacks trying to look to the inside of Crimson Sniper. Can he have a peak? Flash Champs all over the place, and I think the 1 just got all the way to the 48. And that might have just been the result of an accordion effect. Deport going to take advantage and go all the way down the inside of all of them into the back bumper of Hack. 3 wide further on, making contact everywhere they go. Across the line for 6 laps to go. Look at this. They're 3 wide. Everyone's sending it in deep. Hunter's trying to get down underneath there. Mason had his nose there and got forced down onto the grass. My goodness, this is crazy racing here. Mole is checked out from second place of Tomato. Flash Champ's trying to put the bumper to Tomato, and I think he's just done that. Although cannot get down to his inside. Coming to just 4 laps to go here now. One bad big send beneath Ardeni. My, this is quite a fight we're having in the back half of the field. It's like up at the front, it's all like, hold on. Up at the front, it's all la-di-da, single file. We're all spaced, having a good race. And then in the back, Brad Ranger's around. They're 3 wide going into turn number 3. It's crazy. This is Martinsville, man. Hunter and Mason side by side. They hit 3 to go. I believe this is for, I think SP might be the last stage point. Wait. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Kenny is currently holding the last point as Storm goes half around. He caught that curb. We hit 2 laps to go now. Storm's up into the wall again. They're 3 wide. What in the world am I watching? SP's up in the wall. He just wall popped. I don't think you want to take a look at what he just did. Anyways, we'll try to peek back at this. Oh my goodness. Bull is coming to see the green and white flag. Last lap here of stage number 1 for our leader. And just my goodness, look at that. Not a good angle of it, but man, we'll have to tune back in here as Mole is coming off of turn number 4 for the final time here in stage number 1. It's his 9th stage win on the season, and the 24 will win stage 1 here at Martinsville as... You wouldn't believe me if I told you that that was the fight for, like, the final points spot, or stage point spot. I mean, it was all the way up here with Mole, or, sorry, excuse me, Storm. But even so, further on back, that is, wow. That was crazy. I think we do know the top 4. Yeah, Tomato 2nd, Irate Pluto 3rd. Flash Champs 4th. Shout out to Crimson Sniper there on his 5th. Hack 6th, Deport 7th, Kinney 8th, SP 9th, and Storm rounding out the top 10 for stage points here. As we get set to go for stage number 2. And the front row only changes a little bit. It's just Irate Pluto and Tomato now leading us back to green. So here we go. Through the gears we go, and we're back underway here from Martinsville. See how this is going to play out into turn 1. Mole has kind of overshot the corner, left the gap open, but closed it right away. Irate Pluto now to the back bumper of his teammate. What will he do? Backs off there as Mole goes really defensive, trying to keep everyone at bay. And he's already kind of pulled out to a lead as SP on the curb has half spun, and now there's Ardenian LRS up into the wall. I don't know if that will constitute a caution for MGR, but we'll see. Tomatoes just kind of put Irate Pluto up into the wall. I'm sure Irate Pluto's not going to be a big fan of that. We'll see at the line what they choose to call. Yeah, and I think they are going to go ahead and just call that a caution there. And that's just another incident where people get on that curb and can't really do much. That is our 5th caution of the day, including the stage. I believe that is our 5th caution. And I'm going to go use the message. Be right back. Okay, so I am back. Yeah, and I was kind of expecting that message from Storm. I was kind of waiting, but yeah, we are going to be going single file here for the restarts to come. As a result of the cautions that have kind of stacked up, I think we're actually going to be going green now. Yeah, we are going green now, so we're back underway here from Martinsville. And wow, a lot of people were not able to get going. I already see stack up that's kind of built up. The 48's gone wide, and Mole's actually gone up into the ball. Tomato's going to have a look down to the inside. He's caught the curb. Up into the 24 he goes, and through to potentially the lead. No, Mole got a good run off the corner. Tomato's actually going to back out of it and is going to let Mole have the lead back, probably maybe in a sense of guilt. Didn't really want to get into the 24 there, unfortunate. We're only coming to just lap 10 on the stage. DPort already got up into the wall there. Otherwise, we're able to stay mostly clean throughout the field. Everyone's starting to catch up to each other. Kind of feel for the people in the back, though. Had a pretty unfortunate starting position, and well, because the restart zone's right there, not everyone's on the straightaway. So once Mole gets going, everyone that's in the corner is going to be trying to just keep the car straight and try and get a good launch off. Otherwise, they're going to be left in the dust. Like Mole would be restarting here, and then you got to get on the gas and get going so you can stay with them. Ari Pluto did get up in the wall there, though. He is able to manage in the second position as Mole again goes to increase his lead. And other than the occasional driver going up to take pit stops or having differing pit strategies, Mole has led every lap of this race we've had so far. Drake got caught up in some incident. He is going to be under pressure from the 24 and will more than likely go a lap down. But I just don't get it. How is this man so fast here at Martinsville? I just don't get it. I do not get it. He's already caught up to Drake, and oh man, he's already put the bumper to him. And another one for good measure. He's like, out of my way, man. I can't be wasting time letting these guys catch back up. Like, my brother, you are literally half a straightaway away from the other dude. Everyone else is going to be kind of trying to figure out how to get by Drake. I'm sure Drake is just going to leave him the inside. And yeah, Drake, always the respectful driver that he is, allowing everyone to go down the inside. I think there was a driver that just got really loose off the corner. I think that was the 4 of Hunter. And yeah, it was, but he's able to manage and keep going. Wow, okay, I don't think the 9 was able to do quite the same. Tomato having to run at him on the outside, now trying to cross him up on the inside lane. 9 car going into the outside wall, and now that should allow for Tomato to just sweep on through and take second. I mean, not without a fight from the 9. Running off the corner does not favor him, though. Tomato now moves up into second. DPort and Flash Chips kind of going at it there for fourth. So it's that top 5 that's been separated. Drake kind of creating a little bit of a congestion there for 6th on back, as they've fallen quite far from DPort in that leading group. Everyone, I think, in that fight for 6 just hit the wall. Quite a tight fight. Oh my goodness, they're 3 wide. Why is this happening? Sniper just completely put Mason and Hunter up into the wall. I don't know what I just watched, but it definitely was not clear. Brad Ranger's going to take the opportunity to swoop underneath Hunter. Tried to with Mason, could not quite get it done. Hack has been able to break away free, so he's going to try and work on catching that top 5 that's grown quite lead. Oh, and it does appear Flash Champs has just gone into 3rd and is going to try and put the bumper to the 17. Does look like Ari Pluto's gone all the way back to 5th. I think he's fighting a bit of a loose race car at the moment. DPort's now going to slide underneath the 17. He will go ahead and take 3rd. Just want to see off of this corner. Yeah, you see the 9 got really loose, almost into the tire, or the barrels. I was going to say tire barrier, but no, those are just barrels of water. Anywho, this fight still rages on here for the 6th place position. I just got to try and find this. DPort's just gotten up in the wall. This is the fight for 6th. Brad Ranger got on the apron and has completely hit Hunter. And he's going to kill LRS and Storm. More are probably going to be involved, and that will be our 7th caution of the evening. Or, yeah, no, 6th caution of the evening. And where does Storm? He's leading during this. Okay, let's see here. He's just lapped Hunter, and 2nd. is their flash jam. So, yeah, pretty far out ahead, if I do say so. I think Hunter was the only person that was lapped. I think he should be permitted to get his lap back. Caution number 6 falling on lap 24 here of stage number 2. Still being led by that 24. How many laps are there left right now? 24. The 61 laps, we are just a little under halfway. 37. Actually, a little over, no, a little under halfway. We should be a little above halfway after we get back going. What with 37 laps to go now, so we'll probably get going 35-ish. Yeah. Let's go with that. Hunter elects to stay out, take the wave around, get his lap back. Drake elects to do the same. Get on board with Bull. There we go. Yeah, I think everyone's going to probably elect to go for 4 tires and gas here. Well, not gas. You don't really need gas, but probably just 4 tires. Maybe just an adjustment to the car. Maybe make it tighter. I'm sure that's probably what Irate Pluto's going to be doing. Well, him finding his loose race car. I'm sorry for yawn talking there, but looks like Brad Ranger actually elected to do some sort of differing strategy that is going to put him into second place, but it's not going to change anything up in the front. I think we're going to go single file again. I don't think we made the amount of laps necessary, and if we do, I don't think we're going to go right now. Otherwise you'd see Brad Ranger be more hesitant to be on his back bumper. So, probably go next time. In which case, it will set up for 34 laps remaining in the stage. Looks like everyone has caught up to the field, so I think this should now be our cue either to choose or go green, and just in this way they're shifting down in gear. It looks like we're going to go single file, restarting again. Smole is going to have control again and has left the field in the dust. We're back underway here from Martinsville. This time the field is much more prepared, able to get closer to the leader. Contact in the back between drivers. Mole pulls away again. Into 3 and 4. Deeport right on the back bumper of Flash Jams, trying to get around him, giving him bumps. I think the same with Irate Pluto and Tomato. Right now they're just trying to get around Brad Ranger. And that car that did elect to go for 2 tires, I believe. Deeport hits the wall there. He is going to get, rushed out to the outside line by Irate Pluto. He did get passed by Tomato. And now Mason has actually joined the frame. He's going to go down the inside of Irate Pluto. Get his move done. I think it should follow in him moving up into the 6th place position, and it will. Last Chance has actually been able to put on a lot of time on that leader in the 24, but Tomato seems to be having some issues getting around that 3 car. Mason going to go defensive, maybe try to make a move on Deeport to his back bumper. And now I think this should be the move that allows Tomato to go by. No, he chooses to go behind Brad Ranger. Got to question why Tomato isn't really trying to make this move more aggressively. I mean, there we go. I think Brad Ranger allows him to go through there, but he's completely overshot the corner. It's not going to allow for great cornering speed. Mason got past Deeport. I was looking too far ahead. Wow, Irate Pluto just got into the back bumper of Deeport. My goodness. Mason, contact between Brad Ranger and Mason there. That was interesting. Brad Ranger allows him to go by. Kind of checking up everyone else there. As Mason now moves up into the 4th place position. Yeah, this is kind of causing some problems for some other people. They're trying to get around this 3. Really causing a big jam up of positions. Log jam, as I've referred to it as a few times today. See, look at this. Brad Ranger's up into the outside wall, but look at this single file line that is created because of this. Flash Champs has done a respectable job of keeping the gap close to him and leader Mole. Potentially just needing some fresh air in order to try and show his true speed. And Flash Champs would potentially be the one to dethrone Mole here at his in his own kingdom. That being Moleville. A lot of race left to find out that. Judging as though they are pretty far away from Tomato, I'd say that he's doing a good job. We are now just down to the last 25 laps remaining here in stage number 2. We're coming to 24 once Mole hits the line here. Drake allowing for the 2 leaders to go on by. Not going to put up much of a fight. He goes back another lap down, and what have I joined back to seeing? SP was like 4 wide. Looks like Kenny has somehow found his way around. Brad Ranger continues to be on the fall, but Deport, I think, is the biggest kind of loser out of all of this. He just has not been able to find a way around anyone. One bad just completely noses Storm up the track, and I think Sniper tried the same thing. Brad Ranger's strategy has just not played out to what he thought it was going to be like, and he just continues to be on the fall. Hyro now trying to defend Deport, and I was going to say Deport got the worst end of this because he was 4th before catching Brad Ranger, and then after that he has just fallen so far off. Probably still only in like 6th-ish, maybe 7th, but nonetheless it's such a fall off in where he was prior. And actually, if we do look up ahead, no, actually, never mind, that's not, okay, that's our Denny, LRS, and Hunter. We mentioned it earlier in stage 1, but that 43 team, usually very consistent on a weekly basis, usually finding them up in the top 5. Just really hasn't been anywhere so far this race as far as towards the front, so a little bit of a question mark there, and what has gone wrong with their race strategy. Obviously, I don't think anything has particularly gone wrong, it's just that they've been caught up in all the race's shenanigans. Storm's up in the wall there, that's not exactly good for him. I do think that this is the longest we've gone green so far. Storm, I think, just got into the back bumper of High Road. He's going to move up into A position. Now Irate Pluto is under pressure there from Mason. Mason trying to get around this savvy veteran driver. Or actually, I think it was the other way around. Mason's starting to get a little loose there. He's falling off a fair bit. Looking elsewhere. Flash Champs is starting to now fall off the pace of our leader. And I think everyone's kind of good, can beat Mole on like the first 10 laps, but it's just after that, his pace on the long run is just unmatched. And I think, oh my goodness, this fight continues to amaze me. Marvel at it. This is peak short track racing, ladies and gentlemen. See, that's the kind of like bump and run move I can work with. Is one bad put the bumper to the high road, didn't knock them all the way out the track, just moved them up a lane, and then just goes right on through. High road only loses one position out of it. Move is done. No damage is done either. So honestly, it's the move I can work with. It's a move I can respect a bit. I don't think these drivers up ahead are about to be too happy with what's going to happen next. Hunter almost going up on the wall. Ardeni almost crashing on the curb. Mole's going to make that very easy, go through them both. I'm looking at Storm's, pit stride or tire wear. His lefts are in the 90s, and his right rear is in the 80s, but his right front is just in the 60s. It is bad. Bad, bad, bad. As leaders come to 13 laps to go here in the stage, and with a bunch of cars up ahead to lap, Hack went down into the inside wall. I don't know what's happened to Hack on this restart. He was one of the top 5 fastest, I'm pretty sure, earlier on. It's a little bit of a question to see him all the way back here. Somewhat similarly to Crimson Sniper, who was running pretty good earlier. He's now found himself a lap down. Never mind. And never mind that. It was like he gave a really good comeback there. Tomatoes actually caught Flash Champs. We caught a peek of that. Try and find him real quick. Show this what was the battle for second. Now, unfortunately, his Tomatoes gone through to take second back. Hack is up into the outside wall, and Mole's trying to find a way around his teammate and LRS. Storm is trying to run away. LRS is going to let Mole go and unfortunately endure another lap down as we hit the final 10 laps of the stage. Hack being really defensive here. He does not want to go another lap down, or a lap down to his teammate. And if anything, he's got to try and get around Storm as quickly as he can. Goes down the inside of the 1. Mole puts the bumper to the 1, kind of upsetting the car there a little bit in order to help his teammate. And there goes Storm up into the outside wall, and there goes Mole to go ahead and lap down that 1 car. Oh, not so fast. Storm coming back on the inside. Does he have anything? No. I think that's kind of the end of discussion there. But now it's a matter of, will Mole go ahead and lap down his teammate? And, well, I mean, this is probably going to answer that. Mole brakes late, so Hack tried to cross him up through the braking, what Storm couldn't do. And there you see, Hack drove it in really deep, and he's going to boot the 24 out of the lane. Says, hey, give me my lap back. Goes ahead and takes it from his teammate. And I'm sure Mole might be willing to repay the favor on the lap car. That is his teammate. This is also for the free pass, so Hack can get the free pass as long as he can hold off the 1. How many laps are there left to go for our leader? 6 laps. 7 laps for the rest of them. Yeah, so 6 laps for leader. Mole as Storm and LRS have gone around, and there's a huge pile up on the back straightaway. Tomato, Flash Champs, and others are all piling in, and that is going to bring out another caution. I'm not sure, because leader's coming to hit 5 laps to go. Is that going to be enough to call out the caution? I think, yeah, it is. I mean, that was a huge crash right there. A lot of cars involved. And I think that might take us to the end of the stage. One bad is on pit road. And yeah, there is everyone's going to be caught up to the field now. So wait, who's where now? Crimson Sniper somehow found his way up into 5th through all this. I don't know how, but just good job from him nonetheless. Leader is currently at 5 laps to go now. Or actually, no, 4 laps to go because I forgot Storm's a lap down. I think pit road is going to be open this time. If we do end up going back green, which I mean, at 4 laps to go, I don't think anyone's going to be really wanting to come in. So then we'll tick down to 3, and so I think we're either going to have to go next lap, or we're going to have to go with 1 lap to go, or we just take it to the end under caution, get people their laps back that need it, and just kind of re-rack them, set them up for stage number 3. You see, one bad's going to be getting his lap back there, as he did go down pit road, not by choice. We got forced down there. So, okay, I guess they are going to be going green to end off the stage. 2 laps to go. Or not? I'm really confused. I don't really know. I guess the leaders are going to be going green. Guys in the back are just trying to take it easy right now. Or they're just trying to speed it up. I'm not certain. Regardless, this is the last lap of the stage. I don't know. This has been a really confusing ending to the stage with that caution. But nonetheless, it is, regardless, going to be Mole winning the second stage here at Martinsville, sweeping the stages. And wow, I'm going to have to try and dig through how many people are a lap down after all that. I'll try and also get you the stage results as I can, but it should be more or less the same from what the restart was. Looks like 14th on back, so Sniper is actually a lap down, but he will get the free pass. Drake is 2 laps down. Remainder of the field is 1 lap down from what's going to be 14th on, well, 15th on back. I think I voice cracked there. We'll make out for a 119 lap final stage. Oh boy. A long night. I'd like to see where everyone was, but it was not brung up to me. So yeah, here we go. Back again with another restart, and I believe One Bad actually stayed out, so One Bad is actually going to inherit the lead because of that. And here we go. We're racing to the checkered flags here at Martinsville. Final stage is underway, and the restart are none different from what it used to be. Already going 3 wide in the back. But this time, One Bad's putting up a little bit more of a fight, at least half a lap's fight. Mole's just going to squeeze onto the outside. Going to clear there for the lead, but will One Bad continue to fight it? Dives it in deep, forces Mole to go high. Is able to roll the corner a lot better. Doesn't have that traction going down into 3, though. And yeah, I think that is the end of One Bad's fight for the lead. Now just going to have to try and focus on Flash Champs in 3rd. Trying to defend that. Well, should be looking here. Mole breaking away, but Naso getting a big push from Kenny. Get on through Tomato. These guys have been going at it on the restart. I don't think Tomato's going to be too happy. He got punted. Deport is up in the outside wall again. He's going to stall a lot of people's efforts. One Bad is going to get passed on the inside by Flash Champs. Will be passed. Not right now, though, unfortunately. Our Pluto did get a good launch off the corner. One Bad going to try and look to defend, but can't really defend when there is a car along your door. It's very hard to do that. Got a little loose there. SP, who's been kind of quiet, but he's been like around 5th place stage point score. Been very consistent all night long. The rest back here fighting with Drake and Ardeni. Let's see, Brad here. I thought I saw Drake going around, but this was probably just Drake in the wall. Mason SP going at it down the front straightaway. And Mason not having any of it, just punts SP up into One Bad. And I'm probably going to want to take a peeky at this because I'm sure SP is not going to be too big of a fan of Mason using him as a battering ramp. And I don't think he'll be able to get to him. Tomato, big snap of oversteer on the curb. He's able to catch it. They stay single file, unlike Crimson Sniper. That is just one car. I don't know what is happening with him, but he is quite fond of Mr. Barry R on the inside line. Will not constitute a caution. This is just one car. He has since fixed the issue and now is driving forward again. Yeah, here he is. Lodebrook trying to get around Brad Ranger. What else is there? So one bad and Kenny fighting right now. Kenny's a back bumper, one bad. It's a little bit of a choo-choo train right there. Kenny riding the curb there a little bit. As he's trying to get to one bad, not exactly helping him in that sense. Right now, Alright, Pluto's still pressuring Flash Champs for second, and like we saw last time, Flash Champs looking really fast, or looking, not really fast, but he's looking to be close to Mole, but it's just kind of around when we hit this time that Mole just really starts to pull away. Tires start to degrade, and just on those older tires, Mole's able to just find grip where no one else seemingly can. I can assure you SP is probably growing very frustrated with that Project 27 car ahead of him. Obviously, two not strangers to one another. He races, SP and Mesa raced with each other a few times here and there. They don't have history, it's just that these two have raced each other before, so they know how they drive, if that makes sense. Obviously, it should make sense. Trying to clarify. Tomato closing in here in this battle for fourth. It's elsewhere on the track. We see a Wild Bass Pro Shop car getting very loose and hitting one bad up of the racetrack. I'm sure he is going to go right back down his inside, try to take it away from him. Actually did a really nice job of holding that inside line, not going up into high road again like that, but see how deep they're diving it into the corner. Right in that curb. One bad launches up. Maybe a little bit of contact with high road. He is making that outside lane look really nice right now. And one bad's just going to drive it in way too deep. Maybe with some help from the 48. Actually, a lot of help from the 48. And he is going to get past by Mr. Hack. Storm, who was lapped down, trying to get around. I think Hack might be a lap down too, but I could be mistaken. And Tomato somehow found his way around SP and is now working on Meso. Or Tomato. Okay. I thought I said Meso's name twice. They just end the same. Tomato, Meso. Yeah. Big fight though. Meso is very loose. And sent it in very deep. He's having some struggle getting back onto the gas, which is evident exiting up 4. Right now he's kind of really clobbering those curbs. Really struggling and allowing Tomato to go right on through along with SP. Does not want to hold him up. And, oh, he's just lagged out. Okie dokie, then Mason is now gone from the race. That is our first retirement of the night. It's unfortunate for him. He was doing pretty well tonight. He is welcome back, though. I mean, not like in 27, but Meso does know a lot of the people here, and wouldn't be shocked to see him come back in some capacity. Better luck next time, bro. I'm sorry. Meanwhile, back here, Hunter, Storm, Lodebrook, Brad Ranger fighting insanely hard. I will say the people in the back have given us some insane racing, though. Getting back to the bumper. I don't know what Deeport was going to do there, but just got right to the back bumper of Hunter. Storm's getting all loose. Let's see what he does here. Deep with the bumper. No, Hunter goes all the way to the outside lane and let him on through. Should probably try and maybe make sure that our leaders isn't getting too ahead. Oh, I think we just saw a car on the wall. That was the 42 of SP, who's just nosed it into the fence. He's fallen a fair bit away from where he used to be. So, where is... Okay. So, Mole is there. And Ira Pluto's second is the car directly behind him. Yeah, so a little bit less than a straightaway. It's a pretty big gap. We are now at 94 laps to go remaining. Actually, 93 laps to go in the race. So under 100 to go. SP's in the. SP's not in the wall again. But we're getting closer to the end of this race, and aggression is still turned to 100 because Deport just completely abolished load broke. Oh my goodness, this is a tough hit. I didn't even think he would like stop like that. He just hit the wall and just stopped on a dime. I don't know if that picked up the snap here. I don't know. Maybe I have to just get closer to my microphone for that to pick it up. Who knows? Just kind of looking through, and I'm seeing a little bit of a stack up here, and I guess that's what it looks like, is somewhere on the track we had two cars around at the same time, and that is going to constitute our 8th caution of the night. Or, yeah, our 8th caution of the night. And that's interesting. I was looking through the track. I didn't really, didn't see anywhere on the track where there might have been a wreck. But nonetheless, somewhere, two drivers found each other. As we hit 90 laps to go remaining in the final stage, or just 90 laps to go in the race. So it looks like, I think SP is going to be the one that gets the lead lap. Or he's going to be the free pass. Although Hunter is going to take the wave around. Same with Crimson Sniper and Storm. So, yay, my lap counter is back on the lead lap. It makes things easier. Hooray! Alright, Storm's been... Oh, okay. From Storm, we are going to... What did I look back up to? I was looking at my phone. Okay, seriously? Text that? How did that happen? I don't know. My phone apparently just sent a thumbs up text. Somehow, I don't know how that happened because I didn't do that, but okay. Mole's going to win the race off pit road, but we're going to be doing double file for the remainder of this rate. Or not the remainder, but double file. Again, so it means we will have a choose cone. Darn. More info on Meso. Unfortunately, he had to get off due to a strict bedtime from his parents. That is very sad. One like equals one rest in peace for our boy Meso. Maybe I could have used my words there a little bit more better. Yeah. Shit. They'll be choosing at the line. Under the leading provision of Mole. And the top three are all going to elect to go to the inside, which a lot of the drivers are going to elect to go. Tomato's going to go to the outside lane, followed by Hack and One Bad. We'll go back green with 6 laps to go. They're going to have to make one green flag pit stop once we reach lap 72 or 71. So as long as they can go like maybe 10, 15-ish more laps, then they'll have to make it just on one more stop. At least for Fools. Here we go. We're back underway here from Martinsville. Tomato did not get a good launch. And they're already 3 wide in the back. Drake's up in the wall. Sim and Deport and SP. Drivers loose all over the place. One bad is a pinball. Kenny has completely wiped out one bad into Hack as they're three wide throughout the field. All right, Pluto closing in on his teammate. Aggressive fight here for 5th. Kenny comes out on top, at least for the time being, not without one bad completely bulldozing the 8. I'm sure Kenny is going to be very level-headed about this, take this right on the chin, not get into the back bumper of one bad. I say this, I've been saying this the last few times something like that's happened, and then they don't really get back into their back bumper. Man, I want to see some action. Deports up into the wall again. My goodness, he's just not been able to escape that outside wall off 4. Iric Pluto has done a great job of keeping Mole close on this restart. And maybe it was a change in the setup for the 24, or potentially just a change setup for the 9. Regardless, he is looking very quick. Storm and SP did go around, not in the same incident, but they were both around on the track. I do not believe that that's going to bring out our 9th caution of the night. But I wouldn't be surprised if it did. No, I don't think that it is. Man, this is all pretty close right now. Top 4 broken away. I mean, they're still fighting pretty aggressively for 5th back there. Bull driving in super deep. Iric Pluto to the back bumper. They close in on the lapper of SP, and I think Iric Pluto got to the back bumper of Mole. Here we go for the lead. Contact between the 24 and the 9 into turn 3. Mole dives in deep on the outside lane. Iric Pluto gets into him just a little bit. Side by side as exit 4. Iric Pluto gets a little loose, and that is going to allow for Mole to escape for the time being with the lead. That is the closest on-track pass for the lead we have seen all night. Or at least barring Mole getting back passed for the race lead under head stop or restarts. I think you know what I mean. I think Iric Pluto got up into the wall a little bit there. Might have upset his car a little bit. Iric Pluto still winless through what is now the 10 races, this being the 10th race of the season. Winless through the first 9, although showing incredible pace in all of those prior races. So it's just a matter of when can he break through now, and today is looking, well, it would be looking a lot better if that 24 were behind him. There's still a lot of race left, and though he's going to have to try and fix not hitting that wall too much more, because I don't think his car's going to be able to take it. Flash Champs is looking down his inside, though. And Pluto's very close to trying to clear him. My goodness, he just keeps getting tight off of the corner and keeps almost hitting the wall. Still keeping the 18 at bay. LRS gonna let Mole go after he got junked, for lack of a better term. I apologize for the big gap in the sentence. I was just yawning. This has been a long day for your boy. Storm goes wide. He allows Mole to lap him back again. I would like to say for the moment, but that does not appear that way. Storm very loose right there off of 4. So 72 laps to go for our leader. So if a caution were to come out, and now we are good to the end on fuel. Now, as far as tires are concerned, I don't know what that's looking like. But all I know is if you make a pit stop here, you're good to the end. No matter when that may come. gonna see Drake get a little loose there. He's gonna be very close to going another lap down. I'm gonna try and find this battle here for you guys. There, yeah, between One Bad High Road and Brad Ranger. This is for the 6th place position. Yeah, 6th place position. Just need to make sure I had that correctly. Because up ahead it's Irie Pluto, then Flash Champs Tomato, and up ahead Kenny is currently in 5th. That is that one car currently entering turn 1. Behind them, Load Broke goes underneath D-Port. They're gonna get into each other a little bit. D-Port up into the wall again. I think there was a car loose on the backstretch there. I think that might have been the 4 car. No, I think he's good. Yeah, he's fine. And he's just trying to pull away from this big fight behind. Well, it looks like they've been able to get some separation going. That gap. Okay, that's not 2nd place in the 12. 2nd place is back there exiting 1 now. So gap as it was prior to the caution we had a little while ago. SP and Hunter going at it. So we can get the better of the 4 there. It's between 2nd and 4th being 17 Tomato back there. 2nd being the 9 of Irie Pluto. A fairly sizable gap. I'd actually say the gap's closed between the 9 and the 24. Looks like Mole's lost a little bit of time right now. Irie Pluto finding his rhythm a little bit there. That's what I want to find. One Bad's nose is all bunched in. Having to use the business end of his car a little bit more than what he would probably have hoped for tonight. So it does appear that drivers are going to have around 24 laps left in their fuel tank. Or around that. Actually, no, that's just for Storm. Storm stayed out. Never mind, that's just for Storm. But for the people that did stay out that elected to go for a wave around, they're going to have to pit a lot sooner than what the drivers that hit under that last caution did. And this has been a fairly long green flag run here. I know he said that a little earlier, but this has definitely been our longest green flag stint. Up, and there goes Hack into the outside wall, letting him go. Our Denny gonna get lapped as well. As Mole's beginning to go through the field. And it is gonna... Who was that around? Oh, that was Kenny there for... from 5th, that just got spun out. And, oh my goodness, this is not going to work out. Or maybe it will. That was way too close. Kenny's just trying to get back up to speed and trying to regain his bearings and is completely messed up. SP, Hack, and Denny there. They're all able to kind of get back going relatively normally. Although none of them were able to hit the bottom of the track that lap. It's allowed for Hunter to kind of escape a little bit. That was a big risk for the 24 right there. Almost getting caught up in that, in what could have been. LRS up into the wall there, falling back down a few positions. Well, Mole had to go through that, and now the rest of our leaders are going to have to as well, and as the gap between 2nd and 4th is kind of closed up a lot since then. I don't know if that was load. Oh my goodness, I think there was just a car on the wall on the inside lane. Someone just hit the wall. I don't know, but I saw some debris go flying. Oh, there's Storm into the inside wall. He's my lap count, man. I need that guy. And if he's going to have to pit soon, oh goodness gracious, I am in for a bit of some trouble with managing the amount of laps there are remaining in this race. Because, well, all of this data I'm able to give is because of watching Storm stream. So, as you could probably imagine, the more laps Storm goes down, worse it kind of is for me. Because then I can't really get very accurate data. And then now I have to start to guesstimate like how many laps there are left to go in this race. So, assuming that he's like 2 laps down, maybe a lap down right now, there is 56 laps to go in the race. And the leaders are probably going to have to pit at or around 15 to 12 laps to go. Yeah, so probably at like 54 laps to go there. Drake up into the outside wall. See, Mole is about to go underneath Storm again. He will lap him down for a second time. So that means he hits 54, so he's at 52 laps to go now. A little under 200 laps completed here for the man in the Rainbow Warrior machine. So the gap between himself and second place continues to grow. Oh, and was there just a car around that I just spotted? Look through. I think that might have been Storm. I think he was able to get going. I don't even know if he went around. I don't know. Oh my goodness, Lodebrook being really aggressive there trying to defend the leader, but that actually ended up costing him and Crimson Sniper. They both hit the outside wall, both got into each other, and Storm, not Storm, Brad Ranger going to get past here. Presumably right now. Lodebrook trying very aggressively to stay on the lead lap. So, okay. So, Irie Pluto is there. And, okay, whoa. Mole is having to slow down. As, again, somewhere on the track, 2 cars were around an incident. And that is going to bring out our 9th caution of the night. I don't know where, like, usually I don't know where we found the caution, but apparently somewhere there was. And we are back under the yellow flag again. I don't know who the lucky dog is going to be, end up being first car lap down. Oh, and there's a stack up at the back. I think that was Crimson Sniper that's up in the wall. Yeah, it was Crimson Sniper there. Oh, we just got into someone. Yeah. So yeah, I think pit road is, pit road's going to be open this time. The problem with, okay, LRS is going to elect to stay out and take the wave around. What I was going to say is the problem with a lot of these lap cars is that if they elect to take the wave around and get their lap back, it is going to be able to get them closer to the leader, or getting back, back into contention. But the problem is that their tires are going to be so off of the pace, and their fuel is going to be like really far gone that they're just going to be really slow. But it's really their only choice when it comes to being able to get back and be competitive. So it's like double-edged blade. So they have to really hope that another caution is going to come out. Another caution will come out in this race. So Mole wins the race off pit road again. Who will he be followed by? Flash Champs second. Tomato third. Irie Pluto fourth. So who is fifth? Actually, a better question is how many cars are actually a lap down? I don't know because there's no like in-game cautions. Okay, so Storm is 2 laps down, so that's not exactly good for us up here in the booth. But I can only assume that a lot of drivers are lap down right now. So I guess the high road is now 5th. This is going to be kind of a wacky, awkward We know. Okay, let's just get to what we know. Is we know the top 4 are definitely on the lead lap. Top 4 are on the lead lap. High Road, I do not believe has been lapped yet. We'll just go through the process of elimination here. Into the High Road here. Okay. High Road has definitely not been lapped. One Bad I don't think has been lapped. D-Port's not been lapped. Kenny might have been lapped, and Brad Ranger, I think, has not been lapped either. Oh, wow, okay, everyone's going to like to go to the inside lane, except for One Bad, and that's going to allow for him to, take the outside lane. I'd like to see on the track map if One Bad were able to, like, edge ahead and take the lead for a second. I'd like to see if that changes, just so that I can know if he is actually racing the lead or not. Don't know if it'll happen, but I don't know. Whatever. Does not matter. Less than 50 laps to go here from Martinsville, and it's Mole back in control. It's a great launch from the outside lane. Not maybe so much far behind, but we're back on our way here again. One Bad getting a bit of a punt from D-Port. Eddie Flash M's really loose off of turn number 2. Almost goes ahead of spins ahead of the field. They stay straight as they cross the line there. One Bad trying to defend from the outside lane. Doing a good job of it, I'd say so far. The 3. D-Port giving Tomato a big push. One Bad just kissing the wall a little bit. Trying to close off Tomato. That is not going to work. And now Tomato is going to go through. And Eddie's going to go through. And I think Irie Pluto is going to go through. All because of that one mistake, unfortunately. The outside wall he goes. And I think another caution has come out. People getting into the back of one another. And what exactly was this caution for? Trying to find cars in the back. I think it might have been LRS and Hack. Maybe LRS and SP. Car is going and getting their lap back, and that is Kenny. So he was the free pass. And yet we have another caution. High Road is coming down into the pit road. As well as I think that's One Bad. Yeah, that's One Bad coming down to pit road again. And One Bad was on the lead lap, so I guess pit road was open? I'm not certain. This has been quite a weird second half of this race. Okay, I guess pit road is open for leaders, I guess, this time. Bull thought about going in, and elected to not go in. Probably just as a fake. I think someone just completely railed One Bad. That was the High Road. Yeah. A lot of drivers that were a lap down coming back into the pits. So yeah, Brad Ranger is on the lead lap, and I think it is also One Bad who's on. Brad Ranger and One Bad are on the lead lap. D-Port's on the lead lap for sure. And then it's One Bad and Loadbrook, I think, are all on the lead lap. That is those that I know for sure. We'll be choosing at the line now, I think. There's still some cars on pit road. Okay, it looks like they'll go around another time. "38 laps to go in this race. Coming to the closing stages. And Mole, I believe, has to have led at least 200 of these laps. 200 of the 211, maybe 205 of them. Point being, he has led a lot today. Flash Champs, Tomato, or Deport, one bad. Brad Ranger, or Alright, Pluto have anything to say about it? Time will tell. Choose Cone is out, and everyone is going to the inside except for Alright, Pluto. Will try his hand around the outside lane. It did work for one bad last time. So assuming that Alright, Pluto can get a good launch this time, could very well have a chance trying to go for this lead. Now, the leaders did not elect to come into pit road except for one bad who is on the freshest tires that is on the lead lap. He is pretty deep in the pack, though, so he's going to have a little ways to work to get to where he needs to be coming into this. And I think they are actually going to go ahead and call off that start, just because I think the car got up into the outside wall. Kind of screwed with a few people. So they're going to need to redo that. And try again. Hendrick teammates leading up front. Actually, 3 of the 4 Hendrick cars are up front. Here we go. Smole in control. The green flag is dropped, and we're back underway here from Martinsville. I just figured out an amazing rhyme that I'm going to be using next time. SP's up in the outside wall. Ardeni's up in the outside wall. More contact in the back. People trying to get settled. Flash Champs got punted by Tomato going into turn 3. It's a land rush. Pack is giving Tomato a huge shunt to get through to third. Everyone's just fighting for position right now. One bad is definitely going to be aggressive here. I think, all right, Pluto got into the wall. Hunter and SP are door banging each other down the back straightaway. I don't know what was going on there. Moles pulled out to a massive lead. Alright, Pluto's just gone into Deport. He's now into LRS. What is going on here? One bad just completely bulldozed Hunter. I think these guys have kind of lost their cool, man. These guys are definitely not too pleased with each other right now. And now they're 3 wide. Crimson Sniper is sent to SP, and Hunter continue to hit each other. You can tell they're probably not too happy with one another. Well, probably not. They probably have nothing. They're good friends, but nonetheless, they're still 3 wide, almost 4 wide with Storm. Kenny going down. He's got contact from the 1. And wow, okay, they're completely bulldozed Sniper. LRS up into the outside wall. Well, there's a chain reaction there. Hunter into SP into one bad. My goodness. This has been quite a riveting restart. I don't know if that was the right term for riveting. I kind of just wanted to use fancier words. I don't know. I try to be fancy here. Hunter's up in the outside wall there. There's a big pack here for 5th, I think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the battle for 5th between Alright, Pluto, Load Broke, and Hack. All getting into the back bumpers of one another. Yeah, I'm looking back here just to make sure that they're not going to wreck and I'm going to miss something. At the line right now, we are at 28 laps to go. Closing stages for sure. Ooh boy. Tomato has broken away from Flash Champs for a second for the time being. Trying to find anything to get around the 24 mole. And really, I think the only chance people are gonna really have to best mole is either they all come in to pit on a on another caution and Mole stays out, or you just have to move him, like on the restart, because you're gonna have to get ahead of him early on, otherwise there's no chance. But I don't think much if anyone's gonna really want to have to do that. Some contact between Deport and Irate Pluto there. That was interesting. A little bit more contact. Pluto gonna drive Mr. Eddie up the track. A little more contact. Oh, Deport's completely missed the corner. Don't think that is really optimal. He's hit the wall again. Man. Looks like things back here have kind of settled down. I mean, they're still fighting pretty aggressively, but it's chilled out for the most part. Good. Axe to the back bumper of Deport. Trying to get around him. We're now at 22 laps to go remaining in this race. Or 21 actually now, I think, now that I think about it. The Storm is a little bit further back, so oh my goodness, Crimson Sniper just completely, you had to get to show it on my screen, but Crimson Sniper just completely wrecked Storm. He just turned like left right into him and just I'm at a loss for words at that. I didn't catch it on stream, but I was watching it through Storm stream, and wow, that looked bad. I'm assuming he got loose into him. We're gonna just go ahead and chop it up to that, but that is gonna bring out our 11th caution of the night. Hack is gonna get the free pass, and I'm going to take it that he is now back on the lead lap because of that move. Oh wow, my goodness, that was ugly. It was a very ugly move. I'm certain that it was an honest mistake. Too severe, willing to look to the better. As we hit 21 laps to go, and the Storm showing his displeasure with Sniper, at least through the stream. Actually, I need to go back up here because they're probably going to open the pits. And who's going to come into pit road? Everyone. Well, everyone's going to have to come in. Unless people want to try and get their lap back. But, yeah, SP and Hunter are going to take the wave around. I think Jake's kind of just parked. He's either parked it or he's already on pit road. There's a few more people taking the wave around. Random Sniper taking the wave around. Our Denny taking the wave around. I think I just saw Jake pull out of the pits now. He was a few laps down. Unfortunate for him. So this is going to kind of offer for a very interesting restart with around 16 laps to go in the race. Maybe 15 for our leaders. And a lot of it is going to come down to this restart and where people are going to end up. Like, who's got the strategy right, whose pit crew is going to come through. Undeniably, though, Mole is going to maintain the lead. Unless Brad Ranger just pulled something in which he's lined up ahead of the 24, and I'm going to wait for Storm to come out of pit road to confirm what I believe. Wow, he's got a lot of damage. I really want to see if he's going to be the leader. I don't know if I just got a text or something. Kind of have to wait until they hit like the backstretch to confirm. But I think Brad Ranger is going to be our leader. And he is going to be our race leader. I think he elected to go for a 2-tire pit stop. And that is now going to put him back into the lead of this race. Wow. Well, that's kind of thrown a curveball. So now Mole's going to have to try and get around Brad whilst trying to hold off the feisty bunch behind. I think they're going to elect where they wish to start now. Brad Ranger elects to go to the inside. Everyone else follows inside. IRA Pluto goes to the outside lane, and that might end up being a really smart move for the 9. If he can get a good restart, he has the fresher tires than the 3. Obviously, he has fresher left side tires. So he's going to have a little bit more grip. And if he can get a good launch, he might be able to go ahead and take the lead. Assuming Mole can't get around the 3 quick enough. Yeah, but here we go. It's going to be Brad Ranger leading us to green. He got going, but looks like Ira Pluto had to check up because Brad Ranger had stopped for a moment. And here we go, back underway. Brad Ranger missed the corner. Mole's going to shoot out right back into the lead. And Brad Ranger's going to be put up into the wall. They're 4 wide down the backstretch. It's pandemonium as everyone's trying to fight for whatever they can grab. One bad's just gone from like 10th to 6th, apparently. D-Port's been put up into the wall. They're all fighting in the back. It's a land rush as they race into 1. SP's gone up with Hunter again. Lodebroke's found his way through on the outside lane. One bad's still defending. Brad Ranger is just trying to minimize damage control right now as Mole's still back up into the lead. Although he is looking really loose right now. Ira Pluto trying to close him back down. Everyone has just gone completely haywire. D-Port's up into the outside wall again. Man, he has hit that outside wall ton. I think Drake is done for the night. If Storm's still 2 laps down, I don't know if he's 2 or he's 3 laps down. But nonetheless, oh man. So if he's 2 laps down, it's 12 laps to go. If he's 3 laps down, it's 11 to go. I don't know how long caution cutoff is. It might be 10 or it might be 5. They did call caution with 5 to go, so we're going to go ahead and say, like, it's probably like 4 laps to go. I think it usually is 4 laps to go is the cutoff. So we hit 11 laps to go. Ira Pluto up into the wall. He's just got to stop hitting that wall, man. He can get there. Mole is making some very interesting mistakes. It's allowing Ira Pluto to stay in this fight. 10 laps to go now here for Mole. What can this 9 do? Lap car up ahead of LRS. And oh, he's pulled down low as we have another caution. Another caution has come out here at Martinsville. That is going to flip things on its head. We are with 9 laps to go. First of all, who's going to be the free pass? We'll wait to see. They did just come off of pit road, so I doubt we're going to see anyone come in like when pit road does open. But was anyone or who's going to get the free pass here? Kind of like want to ask Storm real quick. I think we just watched something. No, that was texting Storm just to see how many laps down we are, or he is. Thanks. Storm? Okay, he's 2 laps down, so everything is subtracted by 2. Pit road is open. I don't think anyone's coming down, or except for the people in the back that have damage. So, okay. I'll get back up to Storm, or sorry, Mole here. So everything is subtracted by 2. So that means when he hits the line here, there's 7 laps to go. Yeah, so there's 7 laps to go. If they have to go around another lap, it's going to be like 6. And if they have to go... So they're probably going to go green with like 5 or 4 laps to go. I don't know, but I'm going to run. I'll be right back. So it does look like they had to go another lap around in the coordinates for that. So rather than go green with 5, they're going to be going green with 4 to go. And this is going to make for one of the craziest closings to a race we are going to have all season. Juice Cone is going to be on the line, and I have no doubt everyone's going to be going to that inside lane. Question will be who takes the chance on the outside. It's going to be Tomato, and this is going to be, since I believe the restart of this race, or the start of this race, this is going to be the first time Tomato's actually on the outside lane or on the front row. Be very careful of that 9. All right, Pluto, who's right behind him. So we're coming to 2. So we're coming to 4 laps to go. We're going to go back green with 4 to go. Manual cautions are off. This is going to be a sprint to the finish. And here we go. Can Mole hold on to win at his home track? Here we go. Through the gears we go. And Mole is going to lead us into turn number 1 here. 4 laps to go. Iron Pluto puts the bumper to the 24. He runs him out wide. And now Iron Pluto goes to the race lead. Mole's not having any of that, though. Going into turn 3, he already puts the bumper to his teammate. He runs him wide. Everyone's getting landslid into turn number 3. 3 laps to go. Iron Pluto's going to send it back down into turn number 1. Can he get back to Mole? Mole breaks free. Wrecking on the backstretch. Iron Pluto's kind of missed turn number 3 a little bit, but he gets the run off. Oh, a little loose there on the front stretch. He hit the wall. Oh, he's spinning. Big crash in front of the leader. A huge crash. Tomato, Iron Pluto, D-Port are all involved. And that's all but going to seal it for Mole. I think that's, I don't even know, Hack is in a second. I don't know if that's Hunter in third. Hack just got completely bulldozed. My goodness, what has this race turned out to? 2 laps to go. And Hunter's now just trying to fight off one bad. And all of these drivers fighting for their first podiums of the season. I think the Ford's just gone completely feral. I don't even know. I think they're just coming to the white flag here. We're just going to kind of tune out that battle, as I think they're all crashing right now. Or no, that's actually the race. Oh, goodness gracious. I did not know that. Well, it doesn't really matter. Wow. Mole is going to win in a dominating fashion here at Martinsville in... Wow, I butchered the call, but, I mean... I don't even know what I was going to say there. Mole wins. He sweeps the race. One bad finishes second. Hyro third. Load broke fourth. Tomato fifth. Hunter sixth. 10th Flash Champs. Iron Pluto falls to 11th. SP 12th. Eddie 13th. Hack 14th. Denny 15th. Storm 16th. Sniper 17th. Drake 18th. Meso 19th. I couldn't quite catch 7th through 9th, unfortunately. Kind of skimmed over it, but... Oh, wow. Fastest lap should be no surprise. It's going to be Mole. We'll get to hear from our race winner. We'll also get to hear from One Bad and the High Road. I believe it to be... I'm a little bit of a loss for words at that. That was crazy. Out of all the craziness, I just want to reassure myself this is the top 2 that or top 3 that I am I'm supposed to be interviewing. Correct? You guys were second and third.
Copy.
Yep. All right. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, is that last restart, man? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was crazy. Oh shoot. Well, we're not racing at Michigan. I was trying to like balance it. First of all, Storm was a few laps down, so I was like 1 lap off, but like I was watching you almost that whole time. That's probably something you'd see at your local short track for sure.
Yeah, except your local short track has better racing etiquette.
Uh, yeah. You will have plenty of time to air your grievances um, in just a second. But hello, gentlemen. If you'd like to include your audio, that would be very much appreciated. We are going to get started with interviews here with our third place finisher here of the High Road. High Road, you got a copy?
And four.
Well, man, it was honestly, it's a great result for you. Weren't exactly top five all night long, but you're able to keep up through in the stage points through stage 1 and 2, and then ultimately at the end there, you were able to capitalize on some uh, extremities that were, and you're able to find yourself in on the podium here. Talk me through it.
Yeah, it was a bit insane, stage one. We had speed, but just caught up in other people's best. Wasn't very lucky. Almost went a lap down in stage two. And stage three, everything just seemed to go my way. I mean, we dodged not one, not two, but three big wrecks in the last four laps. And I didn't want to I don't want to send it on my teammate in the 20 like that, but you have as much bad luck as I have, finishing what 15th, 10th, and you learn to just go for whatever opportunity you have and apologize later.
Hmm. Well, like as you mentioned, you were able to avoid a bunch of those bigger incidents throughout the final stage, but throughout the race, we didn't see well compared to like most weeks, we didn't see as much caution as we really usually do, but we did see a bunch of bumping and banging. And how do you think? How do you feel that impacted the race there tonight?
It's just Martinsville, very very tight track, not a lot of space. The only if your car's not loose enough, the only way you could really pass someone is to run them up the track, and you really don't want to do that. I mean, still early in the season. You know, last thing he wants to make a bunch of enemies. Like I have. But yeah, Martinsville, it's not forgiving. Definitely not forgiving on that right front tire. And yeah, just just very lucky at the end.
Well, nonetheless, it's a great result for you and your team, man. So congratulations to you here on your podium here at Martinsville.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. And then we'll move on here to our second place driver here of One Bad. One Bad, you got a copy?
And four.
Well, sir, another podium here for you on a short track comes through the absolute chaos that was that race. You were looking pretty strong at points throughout this race, and then at the end, you're able to find your way through the madness and get home into second. Talk me through your race, man.
Um, yeah, we were good and strong. I mean, I know I'm not as fast as Mo, but I got a good short track car here. But I set it up tonight for the long run, so I'd fall back to like sixth or seventh. But then as the laps got longer, as we get into the 20 lap runs, 25, 26, 27, then cars were getting loose coming off the turn, and I'm just hammering it. So I could slowly work me. I don't know how many times I came from the back to the front, started dead last, came back to the front, and then when we got that last caution, nobody went in. I still had the fresher tires, I believe, because I started in the back, but it went green. It was, you just got to do what you got to do. It's short track racing. It's Martinsville. I knew everybody was going to be super aggressive with three or four to go. So I wanted to make sure that my aggression matched everybody else's aggression. And I went in there to take what I could get. And my hat's off to Morton. He had a good run. I know he felt like he got freight trained, but the cars were coming. I just happened to be leading the pack that was coming. So I just kept my glued to the bottom. I knew the bottom was the place to be to protect your position. And we came out of there smiling with our head high. I'll take a second to mow at Marty all day.
And looking forward to next week, which I do believe is Daytona for us. I just want to make sure that's correct. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh no, sorry, Phoenix. That's
I was gonna say
for
it's not that you're good.
no, it's for a different series. My bad. Looking forward next week to Phoenix. How are you feeling going into next week at a somewhat similar style of racing there out in the desert? Absolutely, man. Well, congratulations to you here on your second place. Another great run for you, man.
Appreciate you, brother. So,
Absolutely. And it's like for the record, next week for the Xfinity series is Daytona. That's why I said it like Daytona. I got it mixed up. My bad. But yeah, moving on to our absolutely, it's gonna be fun. But moving on to our race winner here of Mole. Mole, you got a copy?
yes, sir.
Well, man, the sky is blue, the sun is bright, and Mole in the hole finds his way into victory lane at Martinsville. It's just the facts of life. Another dominant performance from you here at Martinsville. Um, Towards the end of that race, though, definitely had to get the elbows out there with Eric Pluto putting up a heck of a fight. Talk me through those closing laps there
Yeah.
and how you're able to get the dub.
Yeah, those closing laps were crazy. Pluto didn't do anything wrong. He got slammed into, I think, by the three, and then which slammed me up, and then after that, I thought he was gonna just run away with it, to be honest with you. And then I got slammed into him and then pushed him up, which it helped me in the end, but I felt bad about it, even though it wasn't my fault. But Pluto was him and Tomato were two guys that could keep up with me for a little bit. When I saw him crash behind me, I was like, what the heck just happened? And then I felt fine, but I was like, dang, like Pluto could have made this a little bit better of a race towards the end here. But I knew once he was around, I pretty much had it won. So shout out to those guys. They raced well. Shout out to One Bad too. He was up front here and there during the race, and let him lead some laps in stage one, and then he came back up and went back to the field and then came back up again. So he probably passed the most cars. So shout out to him for getting second there. It's good to see. And also want to give a huge shout out to Demon. He's not here with us anymore, but he's the true winner of tonight. So yeah, he's the true winner of tonight. So we did it for Demon tonight. I'm glad to get the dub. Not the last time I was here, a few years ago I was here, he actually beat me here. So and then we also had a good battle here in trucks years ago as well. So rest in peace to him, and there you go. He would love that. Um,
There you go.
but we did it for Demon tonight, and just a huge shout out to him. And this whole race is for him. So I know I won it, but all to everything, thoughts and prayers to him and his family and all them. So
Absolutely, man. Well, and looking forward into next week at Phoenix, where kind of jives similarly as same more or less same question from One Bad to you. How are you feeling about your chances going into Phoenix?
I feel good. It was a track that I won at last season in the playoffs, and granted it was a Gen 6 car, so might be a little different this year, but it's a track that I'm fairly good at, and I like short tracks, so keep them coming. And I will plan to win them as much as I can. I know One Bet will give me a run for my money and Tomato and some others, so but yeah, I'm excited for it.
Absolutely. And then I guess a kind of a stray from like my usual closing question. This was our 10th race of the season, and through the 10 races this season, how would you say you would reflect on the opening to this season? Have you been living up to your own expectations? Do you feel like maybe there's some room for improvement, or are you just happy with how it has been?
For my performance, I'm happy where everything's been. I've won four so far. I've gotten second in a lot of them as well. So I think my performance has been great and everything. The races are definitely a lot more chaotic. I think this car just lends to a lot more parity than other cars. But yeah, I'm happy with how everything's gone. I'm curious how the rest of these races will shape up, especially because I think we have a lot of short tracks coming. So if it ends like this one, we're gonna have a lot more chaos in store, which hey, it's entertaining for you, but sucks for some other guys. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm pretty happy with everything.
Absolutely, man. Well, congratulations to you again on another victory here at Molesville.
I appreciate it, my man. Thank you.
Well, that'll do it from us here from the UTLR Cup Series. Tune in next week, same time as always, as we head out west to the Phoenix International or just Phoenix Motor Speedway. I don't know what it's called. It's just Phoenix. But with that, that'll do it for us here tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning into this live broadcast of the UTLR Cup Series. This has been INF's signing off. And till next time, take it easy. Good night.